how to do the receipt rolls.
Okay.
When you walk by, you can see these red dots, right? If there's one that says error, you'll also hear the beeping, right? You go in here and you push this button down,
Okay.
right? That will open it. Now, you're going to see the receipt core in here. You have to make sure to take that out. So you put it in, all the instructions are here. But I'm going to tell you today. You make sure this goes in like this and goes underneath and up.
Yep.
Then you close this and then pull it off. It'll stop beeping and the error sign should remove. The customer asks for a receipt, because let's say this runs out and they want a receipt. You just click on any sort of number. You go transactions, more, or obviously, check the date. As you can see, it's the second. You make sure it's the furthest one down. And then you click on their number, you click reprint, and then reprint receipt. And if you've done it correctly, the receipt should come out. If you run out of receipt rolls from that drawer down there, you just go to the kitchen and you ask them where they are and they'll go get you some. I'm going to be showing you how to work the iPads. So let's just say you're walking by and you see someone has left it on like this, or they've left it on checkout or anything, right? You go function, then you click void. This will destroy the whole order, and then you click table layout to then go back to the main screen where people put order. Now let's just say someone placed an order, but there's no one here. No one is at any of the iPad stations. And there's a purple one right here. You want to click on this, and this is just someone's order, but they've left it, like the stock halfway through, or who knows what. You click function, and you void the whole order. Just click whichever one you want, and then you just go back to table layout. Just make sure that the iPads are always on the table layout screen, so when people come up, they can easily just come and pick a number and order. Now, as you can see, all the table numbers are all here and on each shelf. Now, you need to make sure that you don't just put the table numbers over here, because it can get really cramped up and difficult for people to order, and we can run out of numbers over there. So you need to make sure that when you come over and you see a bunch there, you just spread the numbers all over the place, and you make sure they're spread around so then it doesn't get clogged up and people can order. Let's say you walk by and you see it on this screen here, the home page. You just click this button here, should open up in here. The passcode is 4 zeros. And you just click login, and it should put you on this page right here. I'm going to show you how to clock in and clock out. And trust me, you don't want to get this wrong, because they won't pay you more, but they will pay you less if you get it wrong. So make sure you go on this screen here. When you see this screen, you click home, log out, and then you find your name. For example, this will be me. You click 4 ones, because that's everyone's password, and you click clock out.
Go.
And then take a photo. So take it, what?
Take it, yeah.
Yeah, why not? And then you click use photo. And now make sure that all your times are correct. And make sure that they didn't mess up your times. When you check your times, if it's incorrect, make sure the message Tam straight away directly, so then you can correct it straight away and not mess up your pay. Usually, clock in and clock out 4 times a day. You'll clock in for when you start, clock out for your break, clock back in after your break, and then clock out for the end of the day. So each day, you get a 30-minute break with meals and drinks unpaid. Now, you can pick whatever you would like to eat based on our staff meal policy. And if there's anything that is on here that you would like, you're welcome to buy it with our 35% staff discount. Make sure it's a half an hour break. Not 20 minutes, not 40 minutes, half an hour. Yeah. So to do 3 plates, what I would do is you get 3 fingers and you put them underneath, and then 2 fingers over top like this. Make sure you avoid the hot areas, otherwise you will not be able to hold the plate. Then you grab this plate here, and you put your 2 fingers right here, and you use your arm and hand here, here, and here to balance it. Try to avoid the hot areas if you can, and then the other plate goes here. So what I would recommend is that the heaviest plate out of all of these, just like a big breakfast or something, that goes in this hand, because this is your freest hand, the one where you have the most strength. The next heaviest plate should not go here. This should go to the lightest plate, as you've only got 3 fingers to protect it. While this one, you have these 2 fingers and your whole arm to balance and protect it.
Yeah.
This is how we do slushies. Now, as you can see on the docket, it says raspberry. That means it'll say raspberry. Let's just say for an example that this doesn't say cola and it says rainbow.
Yeah.
If it says rainbow, that means you need to mix all of these ones and the ones over there. So the way you would fill it up, you just pull this down, let it go. Try not to overfill it or spill it. I like to stop here and then do little ones just to get a max. And that's how you do a slushie. Now, And this is what rainbow means. You just do about 1/3 of this, 1/3 of this, and then the rest. Great. And then if the docket happens to say metal straw, all the metal straws are here, and there's paper straws here. Every weekend, you would make a slushy like this, just a single flavour, and you just put a straw in, every half an hour, and then you walk around, and you just act like someone has bought a slushie, and you don't know where they are. So try upsell the slushies and convince people to buy. Let's give it a try. Let's just say there's a group of kids on all of these tables, right? Go to the parents and ask if they ordered this, but try get the kids' attention. So let's say there's kids sitting here, you would try go in between them and I would say if the parents are here, hey, did you guys order this slushie? And you would hope the kids would see and then ask their parents for a slushie. And trust me, I'm sure a lot of people will say it's theirs, but just take it back and say it's not. Because trust me, it's not theirs. So let's just say that people have finished ordering and the table is a mess just like this. Grab all the menus, you put the menus together. I put the menus here. Then you put all the napkins to hold the menus in place in the middle. And then you just put the salt and the pepper there. And then you put the sugar on the other side. So let's say you walk by after you finish ordering and you see all these crumbs. You can't just leave it like that, you have to go wipe it up. All the cloths are all stacked up over here. You just grab one of the cloths, and then you grab one of the spray bottles that are down here. And then you just wipe up all the crumbs. You don't spray just yet, you want to get all the crumbs off the table in the first place. I recommend picking them up with your hands. And then once you pick up the crumbs, spray the table a couple of times. If there's people, so like let's say there were people sitting there, don't spray like this, spray away from them. And then you just wipe down the table. So once a day I would say, when you walk by, if it's looking a little bit dirty, just come to this counter, spray it, wipe it down. Make sure to turn off the iPad. And just spray on, or get the dust off the screen, spray on the screen a little bit, and then just wipe down the screen and make it look all nice and clean so it doesn't look all dirty for the next person. So let's just say you forget the password for out there. It's all written here and it says password iPad and then the date is right there. All the takeaway cutleries and everything, forks, mixed chopsticks, everything. If it's ever running low, all you do is up there. There are all the chopsticks, all the spoons, forks, all that. And if it's running low up there, just make sure to inform the kitchen so they can order more on this iPad right there. Make sure you grab the ladder because obviously you can't reach up there. Make sure you grab this. Make sure you follow the ladder. Put the chopsticks all in here. Forks are all here. Hang the ladder here and make sure you just always put it back to its original place. If you see this sitting on the table, it's low. If you need to fill it up, there's this red thing here. If this is lower, that means it's full. But if it's at the top, you need to start refilling. So when you're doing this, just make sure you only grab about half of the napkins. You see this button right here? You push this button down. And then all these, you line them up, make sure they're all straight. And you push this down here. As it should say, it should click when it hits the bottom. You grab about half of the napkins here. Let them fall off like this. Fold these ones back on. And then you put them in there. And then once it's high up, you grab the top napkin here. Put it through the top. And push this closed. And this should push back up. And as you can see, the red line goes down. Try to make sure to use all the napkins. Don't leave a half bag because that would just make it more difficult for other people that are trying to do it before you. All the spare napkins, as you can see, it says are there enough napkins for the 2 weeks? That's telling you that it goes in this drawer right here. All in the space over here. Fit as best as you can, as many as you can. So this is the napkin box. This is all the napkins backups. So if you ever run out, you just come back here and you grab them. Whenever you see rubbish on the floor, be sure to pick it up because you never want people to slip on it or anything like that. Not only inside and also the outside. This is how we greet the customers. Hey, have you been here before? No? So you can just take a seat wherever you'd like. All the menus are either going to be there or on the tables. And then when you're ready to order, you can come up to the counter and ring the bell, and I would love to help. Whenever you see the dishes on the table, just make sure to pick them up and take them back to the back. Make sure that no matter what you do, whenever you go out, you always bring some sort of dishes to the back. This is where you put all your dishes. Now, whenever you put stuff down, you want to always make it easier for the person that's doing the dishes. So in this case, that'd be Ira. Put all your rubbish and all the cutlery finish the bin, the cutlery down here. Just to make it easier for the next person that does the dishes. So, with the alcohol glasses, if you're under 18, you're not allowed to touch them whatsoever. No. So, if there's ever any alcohol glasses, you have to go tell someone in the back who is over 18, they are here. Fridge. You have to be sure to check the fridge a couple of times every shift, and if anything ever looks like it needs filling up, you need to fill it up. And if you're underage, you cannot touch any alcohol, so make sure you tell the barista or anyone that's over 18. So you just open this nice and neatly, and then you want to cut these off, the sides and the top. Alright, so then before you put it in, make sure you plan ahead. So you see how this one's running low? You pull this out. Then once you put it in, you slide it in to make sure you grab all the fresh cokes, and you'll stack them in front. Make sure you clean up your mess, so make sure to put all of this in the bin, take this back to the kitchen and put this in the wash.